Hey guys, it's LSuperSonicQ with my summer kickoff video, yeah! So, I know that I said that I was going to split the months up into different, types of videos. So June, it'll probably go into July as well. But, June was going to be a month of my drawings, pretty much. So, I thought, what better way to show some of my drawings than to show, quote-unquote, sketches. It's always interesting to see, an artist's, sketches and just, their doodles and stuff as opposed to their actual finished pieces. So that's what I'm going to do. But I don't want to sound like I'm a slacker or anything, okay? But I doodle and draw quite a bit in school, more than, well, actually, I don't know, maybe more than some of you guys might think. I mean, don't get me wrong, my grades are good and stuff, but just in class, it gets bored. I doodle and stuff. So I have a bunch of folders from elementary school, middle school, and a couple from high school. Uh, and I'm pretty much just gonna show off some of my drawings and stuff. I have actual sketches, and then I have really nice pieces that I would draw during class. Don't tell anyone, but yeah. So I'll show those off. It'll get clearer as I explain in the video. So let's start with the earliest ones that I can find, which is the elementary school ones. These are from such a long time ago. I have, oh, it's funny here because I didn't even show this, but I got all these folders. At the end of every year, what I do is I take all my drawings from my binder that I end up drawing and stuff, and I put them into the folder that I have also drawn on quite a bit. So that's how I've been doing it. These first three, actually, they're from elementary school, but I don't, because, you get more free in school as the grades increase. So elementary school, I didn't really have a whole lot of, time to, draw on note papers and, draw in general and be sneaky with it and get away with it. So I just have, folders with pictures on them, but I'll still show them off. So, yeah, this one's the first one. I'm going to try and do some, maybe effects with my camera to make these pictures bolder and stuff, because you might not be able to see some of them as well, and it's one of the only things my camera can actually do for effects. So yeah, it's shadow and stuff. Look at that, look, that's shadow. I mean, come on, this is so old, but yeah, I guess they're blowing up the space colony or Earth or something over there. And yeah, so again, there's really no actual doodles from school in there. They're just the folders. Actually, the stuff in here I think I could classify as vintage drawing, so I'll show those off in a vintage drawing video, which will be coming up soon. Yeah, chows. These were my chows. That guy right there. On the back, I just drew a bunch of more chows. I was really into SA2 in the third grade, a lot. This one I actually like quite a bit. You got Sonic. No, it's a Pikmin. Fox. Oh, the Dr. Mario's pills. I didn't know what that was. Falco and stuff. Yeah. So, oh, and these were some failed Pokemon ideas for my made-up Pokemon, which I actually still do to a somewhat of a degree. But yeah, so those are just the folders because I didn't really sketch a whole lot. I just drew on the folders because I had the opportunity to. But now we'll get into the actual drawings and stuff. Alright, so this is the first real folder right here. And I actually don't know why I drew these drawings that small, but I did. But as you can tell from them, they're a bunch of different Nintendo characters from Mario 64, Mario World, Mario Bros. 3, maybe 2 is in there too, Mario Kart 64, Animal Crossing, Mr. Game & Watch, and yeah, just a bunch of stuff. And there's nothing on the back, so let's open this folder up. Alright, I actually wasn't going to talk about these, but I guess since they're in here and they're kind of in the camera, I will. So you know how you have to cover your textbooks and stuff so that the cover doesn't get ruined for whatever reason? Yeah, I went the old paper brown method, and I drew all over these. You can't really tell a whole lot from the camera, the drawings or anything, and it's kind of hard actually in real life to tell too because they're just so smudged and faded. But I just kept them because I mean you can make out a lot of the stuff, but just in general the fact that you can tell even from the pencil smudges that I drew all over them, so I kept them. Alright, so this folder is slightly less organized than my two from high school, so I'll just start pulling out drawings and talking about them here. I'll go with the left side because there's not a whole lot in here. Alright, so this was like my unofficial start to putting like really nice drawings in that like little front pocket of my binder just to make it look cooler. And again, unofficial because this is a picture of Lelouch, but it's on like lined paper and it's not entirely great, so you know it's okay, but you know that's that. Here's a picture of Ho-Oh and Entei that I just drew on the back of some worksheet for some reason. Oh yeah, here's my smartboard attempt at drawing. I don't know if any of you have like ever used one of those smartboard things, but it's like a board, but you use like I don't know, some kind of like markers. Essentially, it's like a touch screen on a DS, really. So I went up to the board and I drew Sonic and stuff with permission, so I didn't get in trouble. But that was that. And then this was actually the one I just showed was with like the pencils or pens, whatever you want to call it, and this was actually with a mouse on the same type of program. So I don't know why they came out that bad. Like you couldn't make the curves as well or anything. Oh, and this was some Ein, which means oh, that means I'm sorry, I haven't. Wow. That means like. I mean, it was the article to some word in German class. We shot a music video, and we had to do like words, so that's what I did. I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've actually used any German skills, even this year. Anyway, yeah, that was that side. Again, this is kind of unorganized, but this side is a bit better, and there are more. Wow, I have a lot in here. Okay, these would be fun to talk about. I love talking about my sketches. Because like every single one I draw has like a history behind it. So I drew Lelouch and stuff a lot. So this was the last one, and I guess I drew Lelouch as the last drawing because Lelouch was also the first drawing. Yeah, this was actually the first sheet that I drew. Yeah, regular Lelouch, Lelouch v Britannia, and then Zero. Yeah. Here's some Bleach stuff. Ichigo and Renji and Hitsugaya. Here's some more Bleach stuff. Oh, this was the infamous year where I would constantly draw characters but never draw a face on them. So that Ichigo actually has a face, but Renji down there doesn't. Hitsugaya's not even finished. And Ichigo up there doesn't have a face either. A lot of times what I do as well when I'm drawing these is like, see how Hitsugaya is like not even close to being done? I just often wouldn't finish a drawing just simply because of how great I think it looks already. You know, I really don't want to like try and continue it and then make it look like crappy. So I follow Ichigo or something. Yes, this is what I mean. He doesn't have a face, and he's not really done anyway. But never finished the sword. That's Hitsugaya, just never finished. Oh, that was not worth going back to, just an Ichigo head, never finished. I like this sheet. It's like just a Sonic sheet with a bunch of different Sonic characters on it. We got Mighty down there. Sonic. SPO. E101 MK2, which is really, really good for not having a picture. Obviously these are just sketches in school, so I don't have any reference pictures for any of these, so I'm impressed with some of these. Bark, Fang, and Metal Sonic. It's a nice sheet. Oh, this is pretty cool too. I kind of use the Sonic channel artwork, but I emphasize on like shading and stuff on this one, so it's Metal Sonic. Oh, this is a nice Sonic. I actually drew him from one of the Sonic shirts I had on that day, and I was looking down, trying to draw him. So it's a pretty nice classic Sonic. This was some Sonic that I had inspiration from after seeing Sonic Extreme artwork for that like canceled game or whatever. So he's kind of in that type of thing. Here's another MK2 that I tried to make look like really good like the other one, but just bigger, but I couldn't replicate it. Oh, these are some of my favorites too. A lot of things that I really, or something I really like about drawing in school and stuff, is that you really develop new poses and new positions for the characters and stuff. Like, kind of like original, like, I guess, you know what I'm saying. So, like, Shadow, he's just, like, going along there with his gun from, Shadow the Hedgehog. SP is just standing there, and Supersonic's kind of just whatever. But, I mean, most of the time about Shadow, when I said that, I mean, like, that's really cool. I didn't use any artwork, so it really develops your skills a lot, too. There's a Metal Sonic I never finished because it was just really great. Sonic. That's Gamma. Shadow, SA2 style. Couple of chows. Darkrai kind of just sketchy. Here's some random sheet that I just, like, was scribbling Pokemon. Some of them are actually kind of cool. Dialga's pretty cool. He's like, yeah. Oh, it's Megane. I couldn't even tell in the camera. Here's some Animal Crossing guys. Yeah, just the fact that I drew all those. Oh, here, this is a pretty nice, just standard boy. I like that. Chair. Depth in the chair is pretty good. Pitfall and a tree. More Animal Crossing stuff. Oh, he's moving the N-Lug with a little X above his head. You can't move that into the wall. Blank sheet of paper. Standard Link. It's not bad. Fierce Deity. Ganondorf with a pretty ugly face. I'm sorry if I'm bashing some of my drawings, but some of them were just really bad. Link, Twilight Princess Link, actually. And, losing my grip in here. Just a sheet with, these were all the different transformations from Majora's Mask and Skull Kid's up there, and Ganondorf is down there for some reason, and that's Twilight Princess Link, which is actually the start of a really good drawing. Like, it just, the position and stuff, especially with no artwork, I really liked it. Fierce Deity Link in pencil. Unfinished Link. Blank paper. This was the first official, no, the first official, unofficial binder picture. It was actually came from a Shonen Jump. I just drew it. Ichigo. And then I was going to put this one to replace that Ichigo, but I never did, because I never drew Sasuke, but there's Shippuden in Naruto. Alright, so that was really long. Actually, I didn't think going through sketches would take that long, but there was a lot here, so, yeah, let me clean this up, and then I'll get into the high school folders.